पहला क्वेश्चन जो कमेंट बॉक्स में सबसे ज़्यादा पूछा जाता है कि भैया ये मॉक इंटरव्यू क्या फ्री मिलेगा मुझे? तो यस, ये मॉक इंटरव्यू सबके लिए फ्री है, जो मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं उनके लिए फ्री है।
Okay, so introduce yourself, Deepak.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sevik and I'm from Bangalore, Karnataka. And I've completed my schooling from Lourdes High School, Kabanpet, Bangalore, and my PU education from MES PU College, Malleshwaram. Recently, I participated in Google Kickstart competition, and also during my high school, I've been a part of my school badminton team, and I led my team and won the inter-school taluk level championship. And during my college days, I was also a part of my college football team. My hobbies include singing, dancing, and playing video games. Mostly playing video games because I am more interested in video game development. I want to pursue my bachelor's in computer applications to pursue my video game development journey.
Okay, so according to your introduction, you told me you part in Google Kickstart. So,
Yes.
so can you define as what is this Google Kickstart?
Google Kickstart is actually a coding competition which takes place every year,
Yeah.
and it basically gives you some problems to solve. The person who solves the problem, all the problems with the least amount of time, wins the competition. The people from all over the world take part in this competition.
Okay, so you can solve it all the problems or little bit.
No, this was my first time actually. So I just got an exposure of how the problems will be. So this was my first time.
Okay, so why did you choose this university?
Sir, I chose Christ University because it has the best faculty, and also, as per my research, it was the top university for bachelors in computer application across the country. And the faculty have, there have completed their doctors and their masters, and learning from them would bring a very great result in the students. And also, the infrastructure in Christ University is amazing, and the disciplined environment they provide will help the student in a lot of ways. And the Christ University not just only focuses on the academics, but also on the holistic development of the student. So for that same reason, it organizes many extracurricular events, sports, and etc. etc. And also, Christ University being situated in the center, that is Bangalore, which is known as the startup hub and the IT sector, Silicon Valley, it will be very useful for students coming here to know more and getting exposure. And
Yeah.
also, there is a lot of peer learning happening in the campus. So, from friends to friends, we can learn more and we can get to know each other better.
Yes, yes. So where did you see in next 5 years?
So I see myself in 5 years as a student who has completed his bachelor's and also is pursuing his dream of becoming a video game developer. I would be very fluent in programming languages like C++, JavaScript, which are used for making game development, and JavaScript is used for character designs and so on. So, and also I would see myself as an upgraded man, or as to say, as personality has been increased, and also a man who would contribute to a society in a good way.
Okay. Okay, Deepak. So when you are alone, so what are you doing in this time? In that
So when I'm alone, mostly I hear songs and I sing mostly, and sometimes I do research on various games on how they are being developed and the mechanism they have been used. And also I play a lot of games. My favorite games include Counter Strike, Global Offensive, Battlefield, and Call of Duty, and also GTA 5.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's move to the next question. So tell me about some the syllabus of BC in Christ University.
Sir, syllabus of BCA in Christ, the first year is mainly focused on the basics, sir. First semester and the second semester, which includes basic mathematics, statistics, and office automation tools and all. From the second semester, you just move to the next step, that is database management system and so on. So, and the third year, you will get to know about the Python programming language, mobile app development, and UI UX design, graphic animation, so on. So
Okay. Okay, Deepak. Great. let's move to the next question. So, what is the core value of Christ University?
So the core value of Christ is faith in God, moral uprightness, social responsibility, love for fellow human beings.
Okay, so what is your strength and what is your weakness?
Sir, my strength is I'm a very amiable person. I get to connect with people very easily when I'm in a new environment.
Yeah.
And also, I have a very creative thinking and also a critical thinking to solve problems. Rather than focusing on the problem itself, I find a way to make it more easier for my team and also myself, cut short time and make it in a more efficient way, sir. And my weakness include, since I am very passionate about most of the things, I get burnt out very easily because I'll be doing multiple
Yeah.
things at a time. So to tackle this, I am prioritizing my work by following the quadrant rule, which I saw online, which states that make your most important and urgent things your first priority and the least one to your last.
Okay. Okay. So, why did you choose this course?
So as I said earlier, I want to become a video game developer, sir.
Yeah.
So this course actually provides the basics to advance what you require for video game development. So in the first year and the second year, it is mostly about the database and also the basics. But from third year, you'll get to know about how the mechanism works, how the game physics also work. So I chose BCA because of this reason, sir.
Okay, Deepak. So let's move to the technical round. Yeah.
Sure,
So,
sure.
what is your favorite subject in BCA?
My favorite subject is C++, sir, and I'm
Okay.
also good at it at some point.
Okay. C plus plus. So, what is uh, class in C plus plus?
Sir, class is if you know about structure, class is nothing but a derivative of it. But in structure, there is no data privacy. So class is a part of object-oriented programming. It was introduced in object-oriented programming to provide data security, so that data is not leaked and the data is secured.
Okay. So, what is inheritance?
Inheritance is creating once and using it multiple times by passing on it to a derived class.
Okay. So, what is different between multiple inheritance and multi-level inheritance?
So multiple inheritance is nothing but what do you say? You inherit it multiple times, as to say, um,
Child class
just a
inherits
minute,
the
sir.
parent class. Yeah.
Multiple inheritance are a type of inheritance in which one derived class is
Yes. Yes.
inherited with
Yeah. Yeah.
more than one base class.
Yes. Yes.
And multi-level means it is a type of inheritance which derived class is inherited from other derived class.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, what is function?
So function is nothing but a group of instruction which performs a task, set of instruction which performs a task.
Okay. So, what is recursive function?
Recursive function is a function which recalls itself or calls itself. A function which is calling itself is called recursive function. For example, take factorial numbers. It should have at least one base class so as to make it stop, or else it will be calling itself infinitely without any stop.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's move to the next question. What is friend function?
What is a friend function? So friend function is nothing but it is used to access the private access modifiers. Private access modifiers can only be accessed inside the class, not
Yeah.
outside the class.
It's
So when you use a friend function, we can access private access modifier outside the class also. But when you uh, put the friend function, it will not become a member of the class.
okay. What is operator overloading?
Operator overloading is nothing but operators like addition, subtraction. You just overload it, but with different parameters and different numbers.
Yeah. So I give you as one s- uh, s- programming problem. Okay. So
Okay.
you said it's only logic of programming language. Okay.
Yeah.
So I give you. So let us say user give you 10 number and you have to reverse the number. So like as 10, 9, 8 and 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay. To so
Okay.
what is the logic of what is the main logic and what is loop so going this program?
Should I reverse it just once or should I reverse it multiple times
So
going on a loop?
it's multiple time going on. use of
multiple
loop.
time
Yeah.
going on a loop. Okay. So when a number is given from 1 to 10, so if I use a if or else okay, if else else if. Okay. Yeah, if else statement. When the number is between, if I put the number from 1 to 10, so the number will be like, you should reverse the number, right? So I can use it as n into n minus 1 in the reverse order. If I say that n is the first number, I should be like n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3. So it should be like first digit is 1. So the last digit should be n. So to reverse that, we should write n minus 1. So it will be like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So I should reverse that. So what are loops is nothing but to reverse a function. Loop means when a condition is given, like if, for else, for example, I can say like, if this number is a prime number, then do this thing, or else do that thing. If else, that is called a loop, sir.
Okay. So also define in same program in for loop. Okay. I equals to it now. I is less than. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So I will give you same problem. So reverse the 10 numbers. So 10, 9, 8. So this is the test case. Okay. And you have to reverse them in the use of for loop. So how can you? Uh,
For the same problem, I should use for
yes,
loop,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes, yes.
For loop. Okay. Um, for this loop. Okay. I will just, if you promote me, I will just guess this, sir. Using for loop, I can say that if the numbers are between this and this, I can say it like, if the condition is 2 over here, reverse the number, or else other condition would be like, just state it as it is. Is it correct, sir? I just guessed this problem.
No, no, no. You don't get it. So this problem. Okay, okay. As I will describe this. Okay, so I will give you a 10 number. So 1 to 10 number. Okay, and I
Okay.
just say that as use the for loop and reverse them. Okay, in output as I will see that 10, 9, 8, 6 to 1. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So how can you write in so for loop? You only to give a logic of for loop. Okay, so how to sprint them? Only for loop.
I have no idea, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, so so what is function overloading?
So function overloading is creating a function with two functions with the same name but with different parameters and operators.
Okay, so what is a static variable?
What are static variables? Static variables in the sense they cannot be redefined in the member class.
No. So when the interview is ended, as you go through it because this topic is a static variable, a static member function is so very uh it's an important question. It's an interview. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So let's move to the next question. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is object-oriented program?
So the object-oriented programming was created for C++ from C because C is a procedural programming language which follows the set of instructions given to it. Focus is more on the function rather than the flow of data. But in object-oriented programming, the focus is more on the flow of data and data itself. So object-oriented programming was created in order to introduce it to the C++ language because the C language would just follow the instruction and it would access even the global
Yes,
variables,
yes.
local variables. So for that reason, the object-oriented programming was introduced, sir.
Okay, okay. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so that's great. So what is different between calloc and malloc?
Sir, malloc is used to dynamically allocate a block of memory
Yes,
in
yes.
the runtime,
Yeah.
and it takes just one parameter. But calloc in the sense it will also allocate memory in the runtime, but it takes two parameters.
Okay, okay. So Our technical round is ended. So let's move to the micro presentation round. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So I will give you as one topic of micro presentation.
Okay.
So what is different between online study and offline study, and what is the advantages and disadvantages of online study and offline study?
Okay, sir. So, as you know, from the past 3 years, we have been more on the offline side of the world because because of Corona and everything has become online, sir. So, the pros of online studies include that you save more time because there is no need for traveling here and there if your college or school is very far from your home. That is one pros of online study, and also. What can I say? Online study provides what can I say? It provides an opportunity for everyone to attend the class, even if it's in home or very far from school or colleges. But in offline study, what happens? Even though your time is not managed, but you will get the opportunity to be in front of it, be there at the present moment, and also to know the subject even more better and ask questions, sir. And online study, as I can say, many students, the cons include many students will not attend the online classes. They'll say that I don't understand anything, it's very new to them, so that is one con. Offline study cons include that many students, even though they are in class, will not be attentive sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. But offline studies, I would say, I would prefer that offline studies would be much better for the students to understand better, and there are also most peer learning happening in the school. You
Yes.
learn new things from your friends, so that offline study is far more better. And also in online mode, you cannot express yourself freely, so that is one con of online studies. And offline studies, you are more expressive in the way, and you are more attentive, and you are more energetic, you are present in that moment. So that are the pros and cons of online studies, sir.
Okay. So nice. Let's move to the next and last question. So how did you answer if Christ University select you?
Sir, if Christ University selects me, I would be more honored because I've been studying this from past 2 3 months to get into Christ University, so that I'll be very honored, sir, if I get selected.
Okay.